Bam! What is up with the squad? It's Cess, favorite on TV with Uncle Tendencies in the building. Y'all know who I got with me. Y'all see him. Coach Rowe, what's happening?
As I combine, I'm the Jew come. Remind. Heal up. Wheel up.
He already starting. Happy Monday. Coming in the chat. Hit the like and the share. They both right there. Five of y'all share this thing out for us. Let's share it in the chat so I know you pushed it out. Coach, what's happening?
You know, there's a lot that's been going on. All over the place. You know, you got injuries, you got trades, let's just talk hoops. This is an exciting part of the year, winding down to that playoff push. In the words of Cess, I'm here for it. Let's go. Exciting times. What's up, chat fam? Coach Rowe in the building. Coach Rowe official on all platforms. Holla at your boy.
Yeah, let's talk about it. We're gonna talk about a few things. Coach, you said you had some. Emily, what's up, Emily? Chichi, good energy. What's happening? Let's talk about it. So, Coach, you said you wanted to talk power rankings. So I'm gonna let you kick off with.
Yeah, power rankings.
Go ahead.
We all love power rankings. So the power rankings come out. I'm a big fan of power rankings. So we're going to start with the power rankings. You know what? Let's really have some fun with this. We got the infamous chat fam up in here. We're going to start from the bottom, and let's see if the chat fam can let us know who's going to be next. So number 13. I think everybody knows who 13 is on the power rankings. Everybody all together, drum roll. Who's 13 in the power rankings? Anybody got me in the chat? Who's 13 in the power rankings with the drum roll? Who gonna get it? Emily, the Connecticut Sun. Yes, they're 13. Yeah, they've gone 2-3 since Mabry has returned, but they are 5-22, and it is it's rough for them. Yes, Jerome here, you're absolutely right. At number 12, drum roll. Who's number 12 in the power rankings? Who can get it? Number 12, and don't cheat either. Don't look at your devices. Number 12 is ooh, close, Emily. It is the Chicago Sky. Yes, Jerome Hill, 2 for 2. The Chicago Sky come in at 7-21. So, thank you, Kia Highlight. Hey, Kia, how you doing today? Kia, how you doing? All right, back to the power rankings. Number 11, it was already a hint given away. Number 11 power rankings, you all already guessed it. Number 11, the Dallas Wings at 8-21. Let's stop there for a second. Power rankings, Dallas at 8-21. 8-21. I think if a team is going to make a move in the power rankings in the next couple of weeks, it very well may be the Dallas Wings. They figured a few things out. I know their record is horrible. I know they've been struggling a little bit. Well, at the beginning, but they figured some things out. So, hey, keep your eyes on Dallas Wings at number 11. Number 10. This was kind of interesting to me. Who you all think they got at 10? Who you think at 10? Who's at 10 in the power rankings? Who you all think? This is a bit of a surprise to me. Who you got? Number 10. Who you got? Who you think? Number 10. Any guesses? Number 10? Ooh, good guess, Jerome Hill. It is the Washington Mystics. That surprised me too. The Washington Mystics, 13 and 15. Last week they were 9, so they dropped. As a matter of fact, hold on, let me say this. Dallas Wings went up a spot. They were 12 last week. They're up to 11. Washington is at 10. So I think that's kind of a giveaway. Who's at 9? We kind of gave that one away. Who's at 9? I'll give you a hint. Jerome just gave a very good answer. It is the Los Angeles Sparks at 12 and 15. Now, here's where we start having some fun. Exactly, Emily. Who do you all think is number 8? Number 8 in the power rankings. Hey, Kia High Life. Ain't nobody trying to hear that. Hey, Kia High Life. You all wet? Ooh, good guess, Jerome Hill. Good guess again. Jerome Hill, you know what? Good guess. It is the Golden State Valkyries at number 8. Interesting, huh? Last week they were at 10. They're at 8 right now. Very interesting. Very interesting. All right. Number 7. Who do you think is at 7? Who do you all think is at 7? You know it's all love, Kia High Life. I did whoop you though. Let's be serious. Yeah. Business. Hey, y'all remember that song? Toss it, business, baby. I like the way it's going. Business, baby. I like the way it's going down. Nobody's around. Emily, stop it. Let me have my moment of glory. All right, back to business. Number 7 is none other than who? Who do you all think number 7? Number 7 in the power rankings. Number 7. Who's 7? Who's 7? Who's 7? Any guesses for number 7? That's right. Run them lights up. Yes, Jerome Hill. The Aces are number 7. Very good. Last week they were 7. They're the only team that remained in the same spot. Hint, hint, wink, wink. All right. Who do you all think they got at 6? This is when we starting to have some fun. Number 6 in the power rankings. Who we got number 6 in the power rankings? Who you all think? Number 6. Number 6. Yeah, starting to get fun now. Who's number 6? Who do you all think? Number 6. Yes, Jerome Hill. Hey, you on fire. It is my Seattle Storm. Now, the problem is they're only 2 and 4 since the All-Star break. Back-to-back losses. Yeah, it's looking a little rough for them. All right, at number 5. This is interesting. Who do you all think they got at number 5? Yes, you're right, Bright Eyes. Seattle was number 6. Who do you all think they got at 5? Power rankings. Who's at 5? Who do you all think? This is a little bit of a surprise to me, too. Who's at 5? Who do you all think they got at 5? Yes, Jerome Hill, you on fire. It is the Phoenix Mercury. Phoenix Mercury, they are at number 5. They were at number 4 last week. So, here we go, the top 4. Ooh, Bright Eyes, you was close. Number 4 is the Indiana Fever at 17 and 12. So, Bright Eyes, you were close. Yes, Aisha D, Indiana's at number 4. All right, top 3. Who do you all think is number 3 in the power rankings? Number 3 in the power rankings, who do you think is number 3? Number 3. Fever's number 4. Fever's number 4. Who's number 3? Who's number 3? Ooh, good guess, Jerome Hill. You won short at number 3. It hurts me to say it's my Liberty is at number 3. Last week they were at 2, but now they're at 3. What's up, Chi Chi? Good energy. What's happening? Aisha D in the house. Number 2, you all know who number 2 is since they weren't number 3. None other than, man, it feels good to be a Dream fan. Man, it feels good to be a Dream fan. They're number 2. They were number 3 last week. And number 1. Number 1, the Minnesota Lynx. I have some questions for you all.
What kind of questions you got?
Minnesota.
What about Minnesota?
24 and 5. Number 1 in the power rankings. They have not convinced me that they're the front runners to win it all. I'll say it again. They have not convinced me. So my question to you, chat fam, is, do you believe in the Minnesota Lynx winning it all? There's no how good they are. This is on the WNBA, Jerome Hill. Great question. This is the WNBA's power rankings. This is on their site. Excellent question. And this came out on Monday. So, no, okay. You know what? Great point, Emily. With Phee, full power, are the Minnesota Lynx championship bound? Yes or no?
No.
With Phee. Okay, Cess says no. Anybody else? Danielle says no. Ooh, wow. No. Okay, so now they don't have Phee. 2 weeks. So let's look at some games now. 2 weeks. Let's look at some games. Let's filter them out. Let's look at Minnesota for 2 weeks. Let's look at Minnesota for 2 weeks. Let's go. All right, we're starting with August 5th. They travel to Seattle. Is that a win or a loss for Minnesota without Phee in Seattle? I'm giving them a big loss in that one. Next game, Washington coming to Minnesota. Washington coming to Minnesota. Is that a dub or not? Emily says that's a win. Jerome said that's a win. Okay. All right. Now, Sunday, August 10th, Minnesota traveling to my New York Liberty. Before I would have said no brainer, New York Liberty all day. I'm very skeptical. Y'all know I'm real with mine. I'm up front with mine. Without Stewie, that's going to be a tough game for the Liberty. That's going to be a real tough game for them. That might be a dub for Minnesota. Back-to-back games with New York. New York now comes to Minnesota. Dangerous ground for my New York Liberty. That could be 2 losses in a row for my Liberty. I really don't know. I know. Stewie comes back August 16th, Emily. August 16th. So Stewie is technically supposed to be back for their second game. So you know what? I'm going to go with a split. New York not going out like that. They're not going to lose back-to-back games. They're not going to do that. All right. Phee, 2 weeks. Where we at? Minnesota. Yeah, they go to New York. Okay. Now, Minnesota goes to Atlanta August 21st. Minnesota goes to Atlanta. Is that a dub or not? I think that's a big loss. Yeah, I think they split too, Aisha D. I think Atlanta takes Minnesota off. I think Atlanta takes Minnesota out in Atlanta. Now, here's an interesting game. Minnesota to Indiana after that, August 22nd. Phee is still out at this point. I don't think she's scheduled to come back until after the back-to-back against the Fever. So playing the Fever, do they sweep the Fever? They win in both games? They beat the Fever twice? Win and a loss? Aisha D say 1 loss. Jerome said it's going to be a win. Is it going to be a split or are they going to sweep them? Let's go one more. Losing? They losing, Emily? They losing both or they losing one? Because then if we go to August 28th, you got Seattle visiting Minnesota. They say L. That's an L. Aisha D says an L. Okay, so you all got them going like 3-3. All right. Okay. All right. Do you all feel that the Atlanta Dream should be ranked higher in power ranking than New York Liberty? The Dream is 2, New York Liberty's 3. I know New York Liberty lost Stewie. Yeah. It's CC back laugh. You know, that's a whole nother segment. We talked about that, Bright Eyes, and my thoughts on that is that the best approach for the Fever is to have CC be a catch and shoot, because right now they're moving the ball. AB is the focal point. She's balling out her mind. I'm happy for that young lady. People forget she was Rookie of the Year. I don't know what happened last year, but we know what happened last year. Now they're starting to see it again. When you go inside out, Mitchell out there balling. I mean, the way they playing right now, Indiana's playing very well without Cece. And it's going to be interesting. My theory, honestly, chat fam, I said it before, I'll say it again. I don't think Cece is hurt. I think she's 100% fine. I think she's trying to figure it out, how to get back on that floor and have an impact with the team. That's honestly what I think. But, hey, I could be wrong. Hey, it's our platform. We say what we want to say. But that's my thoughts on what that is. No, this is no CC hate. I'm calling based off of what I've seen on the court. So before any naysayers come in here saying that we hating on a young lady, don't do that. We had a whole segment praising some of the accomplishments that she did do. We talking about what we've seen since she's been in the dub. And right now on this team, I think it's going to be a problem. I think when she comes back, they take a step back because they're playing team basketball right now. So just my thoughts on that. All right. Here's an interesting one to me. Is Indiana Fever worthy of being 4 and Phoenix Mercury being 5? Last week, the Indiana Fever was 6 in the power rankings. They jumped up 2 spots to 4. And Phoenix dropped down to 5. I don't necessarily agree with that. I don't agree with that. So I kind of see how they went through this because their sole victory, meaning Phoenix, was against the Sky in the past couple of weeks. They avoided going 0-3. And no disrespect. I mean, but, that go to show you how much respect they putting on the Skies, man. They like, I don't care if you beat them or not. You're going down some spots. So, all right. So that's what I wanted to start out with the power rankings. Interesting stuff. So, segueing into my, I want to talk a little bit about my Liberty. Stewie is a big loss. You've heard this on the platform before. I think that Stewie's leadership is not given enough attention. I don't know if you all knew this or not, but Stewie is the one that gets the team together to do like arts and crafts day, extra practices, team activities. Stewie is kind of like the leader of that team as far as like getting them together, keeping them cohesive. And without her on the floor, it's more than just the almost 30 points she was averaging in the last couple games. It's the floor general out there not being able to give them her all. So that's where we at. Hopefully she comes back on the 16th, but I don't want to rush her back. What's up, Michelle, a.k.a. Fly? I don't want to rush her back because we're gearing up for playoff run. But the tricky part about that is right now when you look at the standings, New York's number 2. I don't want New York dropping down to 4 or below. That's dangerous ground for my Liberty. I don't want them 4 or below because if you end up 4 or 5, you can end up in that first round playing against Phoenix. Some teams you don't want to play in the first round. Matter of fact, how about this? Which team right now with the playoffs? This is the playoffs right now. Minnesota, New York, Atlanta, Phoenix, Indiana, Seattle, Las Vegas, Golden State. Which team would you not want to see in the first round? Let's talk about that. Talk to me, chat fam. What's up, Chicago Cheetah? Which team do you want to stay away from in the first round? We're only talking about first round right now. Which team is one of them ones where you like, I do not want to play them in the first round? Emily, good pull with the Fever. I like that one. I like that one. And the reason why is because you really don't know what you're going to get when you factor in if CC is back, how they're running. That's an excellent one, Reed 24, Atlanta. That's who I was going to say. I would not want to see Atlanta in the first round because Atlanta can run you off the court or they can lay down and get beat up on. I don't think they're going to lay down. I think Atlanta is a tough matchup for anybody in that first round. They're in that nasty 3 seat. And right now, if the playoffs started today, they'd be playing against my Storm. I really don't want that. We could be looking at, chat fam, 1 or 2 games won or lost. We could be looking at an Atlanta, Las Vegas first round. That's must-see TV. You kidding me? Las Vegas versus Atlanta first round? What? Jerome Hill said Indiana is the only team that can beat the Liberty in the playoff series. What? AB can get JJ in foul trouble. I don't know if I agree with that one, Jerome Hill, because I think that when it comes down to the Indiana Liberty, I think that first round will still come down to the experience of the Liberty and them being able to figure out and expose the weaknesses even without CC, but I think she'll be back. But I think that they would fully attack CC in that series and get them out of there. Marcus, you say Fever would be the toughest matchup in the first round, okay? Dream, New York Liberty, I think should avoid Phoenix in the first round. Absolutely. They can't avoid them both, Chicago Cheetah, Phoenix, and Atlanta. They could end up playing one of those teams in the first round. It will probably be Phoenix over Atlanta. I think Atlanta's going to creep up to the second, and Atlanta could be in the second spot at the end of the season. They're only one game behind New York right now. And look, in all transparency, they playing better basketball. It is what it is. I know she's not hurt. I've never seen her play up and down injured during the game. Yeah, Chi-Chi, good energy. Again, let's be clear. We don't wish anything bad on anybody. I hope the young lady's okay. But from what I've seen, I think she's ready to go. But whatever. White Wolf says Atlanta for sure. Fever, I'm not sure other than for AB. Okay. Jerome Hill, only way to beat the Liberty is to solve the John Quill problem. That's true, Jerome, but you have to have Stewie at 100% to solve the John Quill problem. I saw something the other day in the game where they pretty much was like, okay, John Quill, you can get yours. I don't care. Oh. Yeah, so, all right. So, moving on. Phoenix or Atlanta are dangerous. Fever can beat New York without CC. All right. Fever can beat New York without CC. CC coming back will actually kill their chances. Upgrade. Say, because you got a shot. Okay. Phoenix or Atlanta are dangerous. All right. Okay. So, good talk. All right. We got some injuries on the horizon. Me and Cess was talking about this a little bit. We got some injuries, probably the biggest injury. We was going to touch on a few. Couple of injuries. AB foul prone too. AB's figuring a lot out. ATL, shot, good energy. Yeah, ATL, they tough. ATL gonna be tough in them playoffs. Yes. But I think this is gonna be one of the most exciting first round matchups in the playoffs this season. I think this is gonna be one of the first. One of the most exciting first rounds. I mean, just the matchups that you're looking at that could potentially happen. All right, Cess Best. We want to talk about the injuries.
What's up? What injury on your mind? What injury you want to start with?
Phee.
Yeah, so you was already talking about how like the piece is out 2 weeks. I kind of covered that. What did you want to add what did you want to add there?
I didn't hear that last part.
What else did you want to add? Y'all had already kind of talked about Napheesa. You had went over that kind of as part of the power rankings that she was out 2 weeks. So
yeah.
What else did you want to add there?
So
you went over the games that she was gonna miss. I'm not sure where else you want to go there.
Yeah, so the offense they run, I'm curious to see how. What's up, Louie? Only out 2 weeks. That looks like 4. When they're up 100, yeah, it was. That was. I'm curious to see how they're going to flow their offense with that injury. Like, what are they going to do? What lineup are they going to put out there? How are they going to match up against a formidable big? Right, Emily. What other big do they have that will step up?
They got the Russian.
Culture and GM days are bought to by Big Slim. What? What does that mean?
He not hit Marcus. He don't be here like that. So, Coach, injury updates are brought to you by Big Slim's Ribs, Wine, and Beer Shack. He didn't know what to do with it, Marcus. It's all right.
Why was it? Really?
I told you it's sponsored by such and such. Things of that nature.
Do Aces really have a chance to get in the playoffs? I know the schedule, and I'm not sure.
So they can't go get Big T because they only got like 40,000. They only got like 40,000 left to spend for the year. So they can't really go get Big T. But I think the young lady is from Russia. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think the young lady that they brought in is from Russia. So I think they're liking her. Yeah, you killing me, Smalls. Blue White was good. Do Aces really have a chance to get in the playoffs? I looked at the schedule. I'm not sure. The Aces got a chance to do whatever they want to do. What do the Aces want to do? That's the biggest question. What is it what do they want to do?
Well, and I think too it comes down to you got the Storm who's sliding. And then you got
no, the Aces getting in the playoffs don't have no disrespect, bro. Like they control their own destiny. Do you want to be in the playoffs or you don't? That's the question they got to answer right now.
Yeah.
If they wanted to, if the playoffs started today, they're over 500, they in the 7th spot. What do it mean to you? Hold on to it or don't. Hold on to it or don't. I'm an Aces fan. What y'all want to do? I told y'all I'm over it. Listen. Everybody was like, "Yo, Becky this, Becky that." I don't believe in Becky. Tell me one thing Becky has done that got you confident. Like, bro, man, the Aces, man, yeah, heading in the right direction. She got them going. Tell me. Becky's players don't even show up in shape for her at the beginning of the season. Do y'all hear me? If y'all go back and watch Becky's pressers, since early in the season, she's been going, well, yeah, I'm not going to add anything else until we start doing the basics. So for over a half a season now, you haven't been able to get your team to show up on the floor and do the basics on a consistent basis? How? And I'm supposed to have confidence in that? I'm supposed to be walking around like, yo, she's one of the best to ever do it? Tell me the last time Phil Jackson moved like that. Tell me the last time Pop moved like that. Tell me. Bill Laimbeer came in here and he took the Detroit Shock from worst to first in one season.
Facts.
Dude built up a Las Vegas Aces team that nobody really wants to admit won 2 chips based on what he left there. And I've been trying to give Becky space to be great, but God damn it, she's not stepping up to be great. Tell me what she's added on top of Pop's foundation. Yes, it's time to move on from Becky.
Yeah. So
I'm serious. Like, what has Becky done? I'm not just trying to crash out on Becky. I'm asking y'all a real question. I'm asking y'all a real question. Y'all was here at the end of the season. Becky was like, "Oh yeah, let them pop their shit." We popped ours. Are we gonna look different next year? I'm not letting go of that. Because she didn't have shit to do all offseason but have us look different this season.
Yeah.
And what she did was she brought in Jewel Lloyd. Why? There was nothing about Jewel Lloyd's season last year that was like, yo, man, you put that next to Asia. No.
And I gotta say, you stood by that from day one. Remember when they got her? I'm like, ooh. You was like, nah, that's not it. I'm like, what you talking about? You like, nah.
She got, regardless of what you think about her, she got ran off her own block. You take it how you want. At the end of the day, it was a battle for Seattle and you lost. Seattle didn't choose you.
So
when you look at Las Vegas, what free agents tried to get there? What all that we offered? The city even giving an extra $100,000 to help you live in the city. Who tried to get there? Who do we get? We went and got Dana Evans. Yeah. Bro, we're at a point now where we're like, yo, we got at least we got Kirsten Bell starting. And that's not a knock on Kirsten Bell.
No. I didn't take it as that.
But that's definitely a direct. Hey, that's a direct hit on the Las Vegas Aces organization.
What I saw the other day was a team that said, I don't want to play for you anymore. I don't want to play for you anymore. I have never seen that body language. I have never seen that lackluster. I have never seen that less of just the movement, everything. To lose by more than 50 points, I think that was an intentional message sent by the team to say, we do not want to play for you. You're not motivating us. You're not coaching us. You haven't gotten us any help. We don't know what your voice is in the personnel that we get. We don't like your style anymore. We give up. That's what I saw. And I feel for
That's what you saw? That's
yeah.
what you saw? Tell me about when you seen them show up to give up. Tell me about when you seen anybody on this team show up to give up other than Asia. I'm keeping it a buck. I'm keeping it a buck.
I hear you. I love it. I don't. I'm not nothing for you.
Who showed up in shape? Who showed up looked like they was hungry? Who showed up looked like they was really pissed off about Tim's and a do-rag being left on their court? Who? Everybody came back like they had kicked in and had a good time and unrivaled.
Yeah. Wait, who asked that question? Edward Stevens.
What question are you talking about?
He said, do you think Minnesota's added to their team or subtracting from their team and trading for DiJonai?
They added a dog to their team. It ain't that many on their team. They needed a dog. It's not a piece that helps them win the championship.
Oh, thank you.
But they added a dog.
Thank you. I'm curious as to how they're going to use the new toy. And I'm not saying that in a derogatory way of DiJonai. I'm a huge DiJonai fan. Even down to did you watch the Shaq show with her and Iverson when they recruited DiJonai? Loved it. Beautiful. She wearing the Reeboks. Great show. I loved it. But I don't know how they're going to use. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't like it. I didn't like the trade. I think she'd be better off somewhere else. I've been saying that from day one. I said Vegas was a good landing spot for her, and I even thought Atlanta was a good landing spot for her. Just my thoughts. But because see, a player like that going to Atlanta puts them in the championship, in my opinion. Puts them in the championship.
And the only reason I say doesn't put them in the championship because they already got a guard problem they need to figure out. They can't figure out how to balance Jordan Canada and Tina Pau. They didn't need another guard in there to try to figure out how to balance. DiJonai is a beast, but they're not gonna allow her to be who she can be for them.
So
right, like they could go small and really get after it and really get up in some folks and really press the issue with Courtney and with the stud buds and DiJonai on the floor. If Caleb McBride is really knocking down threes with Napheesa out, with a big out there, but at the same time, what is Cheryl Reeves gonna do?
Yeah. I mean, they're definitely gonna play a lot of small ball. I mean, but they're playing against teams like even with the Liberty. I mean, the Liberty's limit. I mean, they got JJ, but they still playing small ball without Stewie. They're not punishing people with JJ. JJ out there shooting threes, and I don't like her diverting back to that old behavior. Play big. Who's the real athlete?
When I say DiJonai Carrington,
okay,
that's a tackle football player. Don't play with me. That's a real athlete right there. So when she getting that seatbelt game, that's the defensive. That's that DB getting in her system. Her approach on defense is such a football mentality. It's such a shutdown. You're not gonna get a yard. Yeah, thank you, hello friendly. That's what I just said. Hey, play football, tackle, not flag, not two-hand touch, tackle. Put the pads on.
So okay, so Sterling or anybody who's their five on the floor with a healthy feet in the playoffs? Who's their five on the floor to win the game, close the game out?
Time? It depends on who they're playing.
To close the game out. Who depends on who they're playing?
It depends on who they're playing. It depends. It depends. Absolutely, it depends on who they're playing. Yeah.
DiJonai brings defense, toughness.
Yeah.
I'm answering Edward Stevens' question. She brings defense and toughness. I mean, you know,
Now y'all say, and y'all can here, and y'all can say, okay, she don't shoot the three ball. That's okay. That's okay. She can play defense to keep Heidemann and Courtney on the floor to allow them to score and attack. You can bring DiJonai out and put her and defend the perimeter. Tell me who is their defensive stopper?
They don't have one.
Before DiJonai got there, I'm gonna name the people that's there: Vaughn Anderson, Bridget Carlton, Napheesa Collier, Napheesa Heidemann, Maria. I don't want to mess her name up. Anastasia, Kayla, Jessica, Alana, Courtney. Who's their defensive stopper? Yeah, McBride knocked down the threes, don't she? Eight of them things.
No, Phee shouldn't have been in that game.
Been in that basketball game.
Absolutely not.
Cost them championship.
Absolutely not. I'm not gonna say it cost them a championship, but I don't think she should have been in the game. But we've been saying that all season though. They starting in with Phee. That's the problem, and they didn't get any better from last season. This trade got them better a little bit defensively, but they didn't get better as a team this year. They one of the only teams that was in the Final Four that and went to the finals that didn't get better from last year. They was the same team. New York added Messima. They added Cloud9.
Bro, y'all just got me some.
I mean, I'm talking about. I'm saying we added
but
Cloud9.
Y'all also gave up. Y'all also lost Laney Hamilton and Thornton.
Yeah.
And the other truth of the matter part of this that ain't nobody really saying out loud, I don't know why, is that Nayara Sabally didn't show up to be who she was at the end of last season so far for y'all.
Yeah.
But y'all bet on Sabally. Y'all bet on Sabally and let Thornton walk. Y'all bet on Sabally and let Thornton walk. Remember? That can come back to be very important. Although I do like the Missimi pickup. I'm just saying.
No. I mean, I'm in lockstep with what you're saying. Like, and I had to be made a believer out of that for those two pieces being gone. I mean, defense goes a long way. We getting down to them games now where you got to have some people that's defense first, and everything else comes after that. There's not a lot of teams that have a defense first. You know, everything else come after that type of players on their team right now. There's not that many. Every possession counts now. This is when it comes down to what we got. So that's about 12 games left? 15 games. 15 games for most teams left. This is crunch time right now. These back-to-backs against the same team, you got to split right now. Losing Thornton to Hamilton is a real thing for you. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Michelle, a.k.a. Fly, I'm not going to disagree with that. But, hey.
What does this trade say about Minnesota's all-in mentality this year?
I think that Minnesota believes that the defensive stopper is the piece to get them to the championship. I think they were all in. I think this is their version of all in. Like, we need somebody that can step up, stop the ball, be assigned to somebody, and limit them from tearing us up. I really think.
Here's my hot take for you. You think Minnesota? Let me ask you this: you got Minnesota holding on to that number one spot for the most part?
I
mean, New York is 5.5 games back.
I'm gonna say no, because I think Atlanta, with this injury, is gonna make a major move. I think we literally gonna be down to like the last 5 games. Minnesota and Atlanta competing for the number 1 seed. I expect my Liberty to be 3, maybe 4, because of the injuries, and they haven't really figured out ways to recover. I think that Atlanta is coming for that number one spot.
I don't got Atlanta getting into the number one spot because they're gonna have to face Phoenix, Seattle, Golden State, Las Vegas, Minnesota, New York, Las Vegas, Los Angeles, too many times to jump into that number one spot. And when they think about it, I don't even know if they want to be in that number one spot. But I tell you what I do think. I think that Minnesota stays in the number one spot. I think that they stay in that number one spot. And my hot take is the Los Angeles Sparks get into that 8th spot, and Alyssa Phee and the Los Angeles Sparks send Minnesota home. That's my hot take.
Woo!
And I'm standing by it. That's my hot take. And I'm standing by it.
ATL is 6 games behind Minnesota. That's a very hot take, Cess. Political live.
Sparks to 8, knocking out Minnesota with Phee. That's my hot take. Let's go.
Okay, so Cess, let's go with that. I'm glad you said that. So look, so if the Sparks make it,
Phee payback, baby. I like it, FM. The Phee payback. Let's go.
So Cess, if the Sparks make it, who's out?
When the Sparks make it,
who's out? Because right now you got Seattle at 6, Vegas at 7, Golden State at 8, Washington at 9.
It's already said I got Seattle potentially falling out. Yeah, I got Seattle potentially falling out if they don't figure it out. I just do.
Okay, you still need one more team to fall out for the Sparks to get in there.
No, I don't. All they have to do is outplay Washington and Golden State for the 8th spot. What are you talking about? All they doing is battling for the 8th spot. Los Angeles, Washington, and Golden State, to me, don't have the 8th spot locked up. If it started today, Golden State is in it, but the Sparks are what?
2 games behind.
Two games back.
Yeah.
And really only 1 game back in the loss column out the 8th spot? No.
Yeah.
What they gotta do? Like I said, LA to 8, Minnesota, go home. The Phee payback, baby.
That would be must-see TV. Speaking of that, what do you think about that pickup?
This is the problem that Minnesota has with Los Angeles. They got a lot of bigs that can shoot the 3, and Minnesota don't have enough length to deal with LA. And one-on-one, who is Minnesota putting on Rakia? Is it DiJonai? Did you bring her there for that? I don't know. Y'all got to tell me.
I mean, you have to, but DiJonai is not going to shut.
So right now, Phee is signed. Phee is signed to the LA Sparks right now. Like, she's on the team right now. That's why I said it. Phee is on the team right now, Michelle. Like, she's on the roster with her coach. That's why I called for it.
Okay, let's have some fun. Let's look at
So listen to their roster. Listen to their roster. You got Alamon, you got Ashley Barker, you got Cameron Brink, Ray Burrell, Emma Cannon, Sanaya Fagan, Derek Hamby, Rakia Jackson, Alyssa Phee, Kelsey Plum, Azurá Stevens, Julie Van Loo. That's their roster. Azurá shooting the 3. Kelsey can shoot the 3. Van Loo can shoot the 3. Phee can shoot the 3. Jackson can shoot the 3. Fagan will shoot a 3. I think Burrell can shoot a 3. Cameron Brink can shoot a 3.
So
she may be 7 days at a time, but I think she's gonna hang in there.
Let's do some fuzzy math. We got 27. So we got 18 games left, Cess. 18 games left. Okay, I have filtered. Let me filter. I have filtered 18 games left. So how many games, Cess, would the Sparks have to win out of that 18 to make the playoffs?
I just said they 2 games back.
So can we say
it depends on what everybody else do in front of them.
But I'm saying to control their own destiny. Let's see, 18. I'm gonna say 12. That fair?
Like
12 out of 18. So Indiana's coming up to the Sparks tomorrow. That's
you
a
say
dub.
9? You say 9? What up, James? You say 11 or 12, Jim?
Who said
what's gonna change?
That's what I say. I say, Jim, I say 11 or 12. You say
9? Yeah. Well. If it ain't Coach Rowe, Teddy 80. That's what I'm saying. Well. If it ain't Coach Rowe.
What up, Teddy 80? Hey, Teddy 80, I was up here on Sunday. What you talking about? They say Coach Rowe don't be in here on Sunday. I'll be up in here.
Man, here's the thing. If you think that Sanaya gives LA nothing in the playoffs, she gives them defense. Defense ain't nothing but want to. She give that defense ain't no defense is 90% of that is want to. She giving them that. So, you can count them out if you want to.
So, Jerome, here's the thing with Sanaya. When they don't run plays for you and you have shooters on your team, you're going to score because she has a hustler's mentality. She gonna get some buckets.
It ain't time for Sanaya to score. They haven't put Sanaya on the floor like go score. They ain't put Sanaya out there like that. Sanaya scored in some spots, but Sanaya been out there defending, blocking shots, southpaw folks. The kind of stuff that win championships. That's when you put her on the floor. You need a defensive stop. Sanaya Phee can stop somebody. Yeah. Sanaya Phee got a back to the basket bag and a face-up game.
So here we go.
So I'm not worried about what you think about. I'm not worried about what you think about none of them names that you mentioned, because they don't have to rely on them to get out the playoffs, because Minnesota still doesn't have the size that they would need to deal with the size that LA brings in a 3-game series. They only got to beat them 2 times. LA only got to beat them 2 times.
Okay, so we got.
You don't watch a whole lot, but from what I've seen lately, Fagan needs to be playing because she plays defense. Seems like that's what the Sparks are missing. Oh, Fagan gonna get on the floor for the defense, Teddy. Don't worry, she gonna get on the floor for the defense. That's why I said. That's why I know she's still a LA Spark. Because she's a role player. She gonna get up, and when you call her name, she gonna be ready. That's all.
So Cess, they got Indiana. Then they got Connecticut. They go to Golden State. Seattle comes to them. How many of them games do they win?
They can win all them games.
Okay, so that's 4. New York comes to them. They go to Dallas. They go to Washington. Dallas comes to LA. That's the next 4.
They still can win all of them. Here's the thing. Everybody got it. Here's the thing. Cameron Brink is back. Well, if Cameron Brink fouls out or whatever you think about Cameron Brink, here's the thing. That want everybody to realize. With all of the fouling out that y'all say Cameron Brink did last year, right? She played 15 games. She was top 10 in blocks at the end of the season. What does that say about Cameron Brink?
She blocked her shot.
She didn't even play half the season, and she was still top 10 in shot blocking with all the fouling that y'all talking about.
And she's shooting threes now.
And she got a swag.
So here's the thing, Cess. September 3rd and 5th.
It's 3 first, 3 games the first round. Second round is 5. Third round is 7. 3-5-7. It's 3-5-7. Like Oaktown, 3-5-7. Like that.
So the Sparks, they got a back-to-back September 3rd and 5th with Atlanta. I think that's their toughest challenge right there. You're right. The rest of these games are very winnable.
The other thing that people not factoring in, Coach Rowe, is that Tremble makes a difference for them. Tremble makes a difference for that coach. She ain't know how to be no WNBA head coach. She was walking around LA looking at Hollywood and stuff. Tremble had to come in and lock them in. LA can swallow you up. LA is like New York City. You coming out of Utah into LA, into Beverly Hills, and I'm not being funny. I'm being real. You coming into LA with all of these different things coming on. You the head coach of the LA Sparks. People want to talk to you. People want to see you. They pulling you in all kind of different directions. Where do you put your focus first as a first-time WNBA head coach so that you set a foundation that you have success from? Then you get to the rest of that stuff. And that's what they brought Tremble in there to be able to teach her. Show her that.
Right.
Here's the thing. At some point, they could put Brink, Stevens, and Hamby on the floor together. At some point, they could put Brink, Stevens, and Fagan on the floor together. That's 2 6'4" and a 6'2" or something. Tell me.
Hold on. And don't forget Rakia. She's sitting at 6'2".
Got you crazy. Just got you crazy.
Yeah, but then you got Rakia at 6'2".
Yeah, I'm talking about just that. I'm talking about
the front line.
Yeah. And Farrell, we're not talking about when they match up against the Sparks. That wasn't even the conversation. That'd be the weak shit that be having me like, Farrell, why you here? Like, stay in the conversation of move around. It'd be that stuff right there, Farrell. Every time. But it's not even the conversation right now. I was just thinking Oaktown 357 when I saw Don playing pass on his team for that title in 1991 the other day. We don't care where Candace Parker has anyone right now. He asks us where we have Candace Parker and her basketball opinions.
Look, I talked to Cess offline, and Cess, she probably told y'all, the chat fam, I probably wasn't listening or online that day. The best comparison I heard Cess about Candace is that she's that old person that says, "Stay off of my freaking grass."
I didn't know that Candace was that. I didn't know that Candace was gonna grow up to be that.
She's Stanley. Hold on. Shouldn't have left his window open. Come on, Smoke. Let's go in.
He's silly. Now, if Farrell wants us to go to the ATL Dream conversation, Farrell, why you can't just stay with the conversation at man?
Scare yourself. Ain't want to touch nothing.
Didn't want to touch nothing.
We got $200, didn't we, Debo?
I got about $200.
I got about $200.
Come on. Her hairstyle, like Hotel 357.
It says.
Yeah, that BNGB hairstyle.
It says. When Smokey went to the window, when it was going in, what Debo do to him to make him go in?
You smacked him on his butt, didn't he? Made Smokey jump straight in the window. Alamon averages 5 points, 4 assists, 2 turnovers in 26 minutes. You can't overcome that in the playoffs. Here's the thing. Who says that Alamon is going to have to play 26 minutes? That's the thing. That's the thing. I think everybody is making a lot of decisions about the Sparks based on their overall season. The one-off about the Sparks is that you haven't seen this Sparks team play 5 games together at home. So can they win at home or not? I don't think you have enough data to make a decision about this team right here. As I said, Cameron Brink is a defensive nightmare.
And the playoffs come down
at the crib.
If you all hear
every time you see Coach, you can't. That's how I wanted it to be. Every time you see him, that's what I want you to pop in your head, brother. That's what I want. That's what I want to pop in your head. When he pop up, I want your in your mind. I want it to go. Constituents. That's what I put it out there for. that means it's doing its job.
Look, hey somebody today at work said something real dumb, and I was on a virtual call. I was looking just like this,
brother.
Look, somebody was like, "Did he freeze?" I was just like this.
You got to do the nostrils. You got to do the nostrils. If you don't do the nostrils right, yeah. But you got to give him that. You got to give him that serious HB look.
Now this the HB look.
Serious, bro. Yeah, serious. That's that serious. Like, I don't give it. That's it. Constituents. Teams don't want to see the Sparks in the playoffs. Nikki, no, they don't. No, they don't. They're hoping that they won't get in the playoffs. They're trying to talk me out of getting in the playoffs right now.
So here's the thing. If you all are following like some of the trends, the teams that do well in the playoffs are the teams that have interchangeable players, but size does play a role. Small ball has yet to prevail in the WNBA finals. Fact check that and tell me when I'm wrong. You got to have athletic size. And like, for example, last year, why did New York win? They had wings. They had defensive players. They had players that were interchangeable on the perimeter. switching off screens, running out to the shooters, platooning in different players. That's why Laney Hamilton and Thornton are two big losses. Now, when you look at these teams like LA, you have those interchangeable 6'2", 6'3" players that's coming in, and you got multiple players. You got Phoenix is like that, LA is like that, and Atlanta is like that. So when you have teams like that, I mean, I know my Liberty is like that, but we got to see once everybody get healthy. That makes the difference in the playoffs. Yeah, exactly, Michelle A.K. Fly. Size and versatility. That's what it's about. I don't care how good you are as a small guard. No disrespect to my small guards. I love my small guards in the dub. But there's only so far you're going to go.
He don't love y'all. He don't love
y'all. I do. There's
like,
only so far you're going to go. Like, okay, Cess, what did you say in the earlier show about my Seattle Storm? You said, who's the closer? Is it Sky? Is it NECA? We don't know, because when I've seen 3 straight games when Sky had the ball, my Skylar, and it's like when they zero in on a smaller guard, either you're gonna, you're forced to score, shoot long distance, or when you go to the rim, you have to get a foul. If you don't get a foul, you're not gonna finish at the rim. Versatile players don't have that problem. They're getting fouled every time. There's not a debatable call at the rim. They either gonna take you to the rim or they're gonna get fouled. That's just what it is. So listen closely to the trends, y'all. Like, now, do I think LA gonna come back and make the playoffs? I don't. I'm not. I mean, it's a long shot, but I mean, anything can happen in the dub. But if they do get there, they could be a problem. I hate to say he's right. I was so fired. Nikki, we love you, Nikki. Upload some of your footage. And if you're not a Discord member, join the Discord. Matter of fact, smash the like, hit the subscribe. Like, what's up with y'all? Smash the like, subscribe. We got some big stuff coming up. Here's the problem with the Storm: no depth. Absolutely, James and Flatbush. That's absolutely the problem. Yep, and the playoffs only go so far if you don't have size and versatility, Michelle A.K.A. Fly. Like, here's the thing. The good teams know that scoring is going to come eventually. You have to be able to stop somebody. You got to be able to stop somebody. That's what it comes down to in the playoffs. If you can't stop nobody, you're not going to be successful. Watch how low scoring the games are when the playoffs start, okay? We're not going to see no 100 points. You kidding me? 100 points? You'd be happy to see 70, 80 points in the playoffs when they start. Every possession counts. Size and versatility. For the 80 minutes a night you get at the guard spot, KP is the only one that gives you anything. I respectfully disagree with them being, well, who being able to win? Jerome Hill. There are other teams to talk about besides my stuff. They my story too, FM. I want them to win. They just keep playing themselves, getting in these bad spots. They keep getting in these. That 4-5 hole is not a good place to be. That's what it comes down to when you can. Yeah, exactly. Good energy. Yeah, Sparks. See, Jerome, you got Sparks going to the playoffs. Okay. Oh, okay. Kelsey Plum is the only one that gives you anything, especially with them being able to win. Oh, okay. You're talking about. So you're saying the Sparks aren't going to make the playoffs, right? They're not going to make it, Jerome, is what you're saying. It is going to be interesting coming down there. It's going to be interesting. Real interesting. So.
Yeah, because the Sparks in the playoffs. Whoever said Kelsey Plum the only one to give you something, you ain't been watching the Sparks as of yet, as of recent. See, here's the thing everybody not paying attention to. The glue player, but ain't been there for a great part of the season, Ray Burrell. When you put Ray Burrell on the floor, then what y'all do?
That's true. So here's the thing. Okay, there's no denying Kelsey Plum has the green light. Okay.
Kelsey Plum had a green light. See, I don't tell the story exactly how it was. Kelsey Plum had a green light, and then they went and got a point guard, remember? And moved Kelsey Plum out the point guard position and made her green light a blinking yellow. Yeah. Caution, honey. Caution. And you don't have a green light anymore. We have a point guard now.
And when they run through Rakia, it's a problem. It's a real problem.
Rakia's confidence is off the chart. She didn't have a game winner, and then it was a factor down the stretch in overtime. Is there a rookie? Is there a rookie from last season? Is there a second year player that's had a game winner besides Rakia?
Second year player. Let's see.
Somebody got drafted last year. Just had a game winner. Walk off.
No.
And that confidence is growing. They're gelling. Keep an eye out for him.
So here's the thing.
No, it ain't been one. I know it ain't. I like to watch him think sometimes.
I had to think for a minute. Look, here's the thing that Rakia came to the league with that a lot of WNBA players have to develop. She came to the league with a midi. That is a tough shot, and it's one of her favorite.
The thing that y'all don't remember about that midi is that what Trammell had to come here to tell the Utah coach what you have to use the midi in the WNBA. Yeah. So your offense can't be 3 or layup. Yeah. You have to use a midi.
That midi.
And guess what? Rakia's been shooting middies lately. She just won a goddamn game with a midi or a floater in that thing. Come on, man.
Yeah, her midi.
Y'all don't see them changing. And the thing about the LA Sparks is the only team that continues to make changes and continues to get better. People that make changes and have setbacks. Every time the Las Vegas Aces make a change, we lose 3 fucking games before we catch up with the change that we made. They have been able to make their changes and continue building. Nobody even knows Trammell had got a parking spot.
Right. Oh yeah, Michelle aka Fly. You know we gonna speak on it. She came. I
gotta give Trammell her credit because I fired the shit out of Trammell last year out of Dallas. Get her out of here. But she's the perfect thing for LA right now.
Yeah, you're right, Danielle Joyner. Absolutely. Yeah, Political Lil. What's up, Political Lil? We're gonna get on the show one of these days. Man, hey, look.
Lil. He's scared.
No, Political Lil look down and say, look at here. I don't know what y'all talking about.
Don't make me pull up the tape.
Hey.
Don't make me pull up the tape. He don't have Malcolm up first. He got to flip it over to get the Malcolm.
Hey.
I'm telling you about him.
Hey, Political Lil, look up at that screen and say, look, this is the problem. They ain't giving no respect to the women. I love Political Lil, man. Y'all clowning. What up, Political Lil? We're going to get on the show one day. Can I come up with the topic?
No. The Political Lil shows come with research.
I know.
Manuscript.
Oh, you can tell.
It's work to go into that. You ain't gonna do the homework.
Absolutely.
Constituents. Right. You see him, he see Political Lil. Political Lil. You say, I love you, Political Lil. You should have known what that was, brothers. That was basically what he was doing right there.
Really, FM?
Constituents. Yeah, that's him. Yeah, that's it, FM. Thank you.
Hey, you know what? Is that the song Missy used? Did she sample that? Or was that Timbaland?
Bro, it's the pat in the hair. Come on, Coach. Check your hairstyle and everything like you usually do when you're on the show. Check yourself out of the camera like you do.
Excuse me, Congressman Lincoln. There are 2 gentlemen waiting outside to see you.
Yes, of course, from the mayor's
It ain't no freestyling on that show, Emily. Ain't no freestyling.
Well, I think not, sir. They look, well, rather ordinary.
Oh. Constituents.
Hey, you jump right into action too, Coach. You jump right into action. He flipped that jacket back, boy.
Y'all hear the music?
He flipped that blazer back.
Y'all hear the music?
Gentlemen.
Yes, sir.
Quick. Their names.
Mr. Franklin, Mr. Jackson.
All right. Gentlemen.
Yes, sir.
You ain't hear him whisper the names to yourself.
Gentlemen.
Brothers, I am so glad to see you. Mr. Jackson.
Brothers,
And
brothers,
Franklin,
I
I'm
am
delighted
so glad to see
I'm
you.
Jackson. He's Franklin. Oh, I'm sorry about that.
Coach
He
Rose.
switched hands. He switched hands.
Bro, you didn't feel him? You didn't feel him? You gotta watch him all the way through. You gotta watch him all the way through. That boy,
Lost footage.
Yes, at gunpoint. Gunpoint.
Gunpoint.
Shame.
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 It wasn't brothers, was it?
Brothers, were they?
They were wearing masks, but we are sure they were black.
Look at Coach.
Oh, my people. My people. How long? How long? Why do we do this to one another? And now you were saying you were robbed.
The other night, our wallets, our jewelry, and some very valuable mementos that we kept.
But never fear.
Boy, that joker put his hand on his hand, bro. Brothers. What's that shirt say today? Coach, what did your shirt say today, sir?
It says, installing strength. Please wait.
Let's go. Brothers. Hey, my people took me out. My people took me
Now,
out.
y'all didn't see when he switched hands. He did. He switched hands.
Coach, what you got coming up on your platform this week?
So, great question, Cess. All right. I'm about to do a groundbreaking study on a traveling women's basketball team, young ladies, with my leadership assessment. I've already had the pieces in place. It's with Coach Lowell, Cess. So we're going to have him predict what he thinks his team would do. And we're doing something, and this is only credit to you, chat fam, and Cess. We're going to correlate that leadership assessment to the basketball court. Nobody's ever done this before, so I need y'all to rally behind. This is groundbreaking stuff. We all about to make history. Trust me when I say this. We're all about to make history, and I mean that. Like, for real. When Cess turned that mic on, I'm about to make history. History has been made. This is about to be a groundbreaking experiment that nobody saw coming. So thank you all so much. That's what I got coming up.
Brothers! Let's go. What are you fixing, dude? Your jury? What do you got going on over there? What movie was that?
No,
Uptown Saturday Night.
I'm in the chat. If you see me in the chat.
It's Uptown Saturday Night. Classic.
I'm in the chat for Kia High Life.
Bro, I don't might worry about you. This was a fun show. Before we get out of here, one of the things that we're supposed to talk about is we gotta talk legacy brand power real quick. Face of the league. Andrea Carter said that a lot of folks been thinking that Caitlin Clark is popular, but she's not the face. Not yet. That title, Asia Wilson's. Multiple MVPs, chips, and dominance. But this debate lives on. So, who do you say is the face of the dub right now? Is it in fact Asia? Like I said, is it Caitlin? Is it somebody else?
So let me walk y'all through this. This is a personal response from me. I never talk about my daughter. Okay. My daughter doesn't watch basketball. One day, true story, I'm chilling in my office, I'm walking down the stairs, and I hear my daughter literally saying, at first I thought it was a commercial. I said, what are you singing? She said, the Asia Wilson commercial. So to me, not just by her game, not just by being an ambassador, for a kid that knows nothing about the dub and is singing the commercial and knows all the words to it, that's the face of the league to me. That's Asia Wilson is the face of the league right now, in my opinion. So
ask globally, you will find the answer. So what should the criteria for MVP or face of the league? What should the criteria of face of the league be? Don't make you cry. See, yeah, and I was thinking about that too, because what he's talking about is his daughter probably still don't even know that she played basketball.
Yeah. Like
what we're talking about is about Asia being ours. What we're talking about is about the power of being able to see yourself empowered. The power of being able to see somebody that looks like you being unapologetically and authentically themselves. What that does for young black girls who don't even know that girl got a three-time MVP, two-time boy. Probably don't know none of that about her.
So
that's what makes her influence so dope. That you could go to the library, check out her book, read it, and not have known that she was a WNBA player. You could have just picked it up because it said "Dear Black Girls."
Right. And so look, I gotta, and Emily, I ain't trying to make you cry. I'm being real right now. Y'all know, y'all chat fam, we here. We share our lives. Let me say this to you. My daughter's pretty tall. Okay. That broke her out that shell. She realizes Asia's a tall black woman representing not just sports, but a global icon. She doesn't shy away now when she asks for her shoe size in the store. I done watched all this from a distance, like, really? That's the face of the league to me, when it's beyond putting the ball in the basket.
Yeah, it's our pleasure to be us. Kia High Life don't care for no apples. That's the one I was really trying to show you. She don't care for no apples, Coach Rowe. So there's that. But everyone knows who the face of the NBA, the W, is on its way. I think that the face of the WNBA has been crowned. But Nikki, you could tell me why you don't think there's a face of the face of the league should be the person every other GM has to build their team. Knock off the mountaintop. That's Asia. Unfortunately, Becky, the GM, has helped sabotage. MJ, what up? So yeah, I want to know: should the criteria be popularity or resume? What makes you the face of the league?
I think it's what I just said, Cess. I mean, I'm not setting the standard for the platform, but when it goes beyond putting the ball in the basket, that makes you the face of the league.
So how do we balance cultural impact then versus actual basketball dominance?
This may not be a popular opinion. I think cultural impact has weighs more than basketball dominance. Here's the thing.
Okay.
Asia Wilson didn't wake up and say, I'm going to have people in young girls in the urban communities. I'm going to have foundations around the world. I'm going to have kids, wearing my shoes. I'm going to have kids singing my commercial. She didn't say that. She's superior on the court, right? That came as a product of that. As a product of it, but the product moved so fast.
I disagree, Coach.
All right.
I disagree. You get up every morning being an influence and a role model for the black men and the men that you come in contact with. That's you being authentically you, because that's who you are, correct?
Okay, right.
That's who she is. Asia is intentional about the things that she does. So at this impact, maybe not at this impact, but did she come up? Was her goal to be somebody that black girls could look up to and say, I can be like her? People that had dyslexia and seen her come up, seen her overcome it. Yeah, I think so. I think so. I think that's authentically who she is. So when she shows up authentically as herself every day, yes, she's showing up as a Black woman empowered.
Okay.
And that's empowering. I think that's on purpose.
So, well, see, and I think we're saying the same thing. I guess I'm just saying, like, nobody has the ability to predict the future.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So that's kind of what I think we're saying the same thing. It's like, I don't think Asia woke up and said, one day, all of the little girls are going to sing my song. One day, all of the girls are going to wear my shoe.
I get you.
You see what I'm saying?
I get you. And so what I'm saying is, flip that. When she got the opportunity, she was intentional about how she did it.
Facts.
Right? So I'm going to put out a commercial. Malia Obama is going to direct the commercial because that's important. So that's empowering. How does that reach back? Don Staley is going to be in my commercial. My religion and my pastor is going to be represented in my commercial. The choir, I forget where that choir, the drum majors, I think they are the cheerleader squad that's in the pool. They're I forget where they're from, but everything is authentically and purposely picked by Asia and true and ties all the way back to Colombia. So she's always going to be that, and it should be her resume. I agree. So when I look at Asia's resume, tell me why that's not the best resume in the world.
I don't get an argument from me. I'm just saying, to me, I had a moment, and I can be honest about that. It touched me to hear my daughter singing that commercial. And she knew, I don't even know all the words. Y'all know I fumble up words. She knew all the words. And I'm like, where you hear that from? Oh, that's Asia's commercial. Really? Really? Never played organized ball, none of that. That's an ambassador to me.
And I think, the other thing that gets me is that people are like, yo, if Caitlin wins a chip in the next 2 years, is she the face of the league now? No, because Asia didn't become the face of the league after winning a chip in 2 years. That's not what made her the face of the league. What makes Asia the face of the league and keeps her the face of the league is her consistency, her hard work, her dedication, and the fact that whether her team is winning or losing, Asia's stat line is off the charts every time.
Whoa, Cess, you just said it. What CC can never do, which is why the CC clan, meaning the CC clones, whatever you want to call them, that follow her, put me on spotlight, Cess. She didn't win a college championship. Let me say it again. She didn't win a college championship. That's where the animosity comes from. That's where it comes from. So guess what? You win a WNBA title, kudos to you. But somebody can always look at you and do this, and it boils your blood because you never won it with your constituents on arguably a bigger platform.
Here's my issue. This right here, people being able to just take this cop out right here. They already say C. Clark is the face. So what? Push back. Say she not. Just because they said it, that mean it? Who gives a damn? And who is they? Who is they that said it? Tell me their name so I can speak to them directly. She ain't.
They are.
How the hell are you gonna be the face of a league and you can't even tell nobody how to be the winner in this league? You can't even tell nobody how to be a champion in this league. Somebody was to ask her, yo, how do you win a chip in a dub? She couldn't tell you. She ain't did it. How can you be the face of something you can't even win?
Let's go back even further. The opportunity.
What's in that cup, coach?
When your fans.
HD want to know what's in that cup, coach.
When your fans came out. I got to preach in the morning.
You silly. Okay, Brewster's Place. You want me to drop? Is there some place I can drop you off? Is there some place I can drop you off?
Is there somewhere I can drop you off? Hey, look. So look. When it comes down to that, what has she won? That's what it comes down to. And no. The point I was gonna make was when that big issue came with the racial stuff, What did CC do? This is where you determine who's the face and who's not. It took CC 2 weeks and 3 days, because I counted, to come out and say something like, you know, hey, well, it's not right for anybody to be discriminated against. Why it take you so long? Oh, Paul Mooney. Hey, Marcus Harrell. Paul Mooney is one of my favorite comedians. Hilarious. But that's what I mean. Like, that we're talking about beyond the court. What have you done to be the face? That was an opportunity. When your fan base was out of control with the death threats and all of that stuff, you didn't speak up quick enough. For real. It took you weeks to speak up and say, well, that's not right. It shouldn't be. There's no place for that. Your PR said that.
Oh, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. So she's the face. She's the face of the league. The face of the league. But A'ja Wilson is the first ever global ambassador for the junior WNBA. How? Why? Because she's the face of the league. That's why she's the first ever face of the global ambassador program. That's why. Because she's the face of the league. Why didn't they put Caitlin there?
Right.
A'ja Wilson is the first ever global ambassador for the junior WNBA. So this got her in the events. She's a strategic advisor to the junior WNBA quarter leaders program. Appointment highlights the WNBA's commitment to growing the game and inspiring young girls through basketball. Ooh. These are the type of places that you put the face of your league. Those are the type of places that you shop the face of your league. Now, they can come out and tell you one thing. See, people do this all the time in churches and stuff all the time. They come out and tell you one thing, and then they do something else in the back room. Listen.
I need my shades. I need my shades for Political Lil's comment. I'm gonna put my shades on. I'm putting my shades on for Political. I'm gonna sit back. I'm putting my shades on for Political Lil's comment.
CC is a symbolism of the ideology of white supremacy. That's the face she wears. Ooh, okay. And they fund these gladiator games, and they will use their propaganda machines to push that narrative as best they can. But here's the thing: y'all got to use y'all got to use y'all social media currency to push back. Push back. Hashtag respect her game.
It's almost like
she in my face.
Why do you acquiesce to the norm when you know what the real is?
I don't know. That's probably why I'm always in trouble. I'm talking about, like, me. Who are you?
When people say they and them and
who are they? I'm waiting on them to tell me who they is because I want to reach out to them directly. Right. Who is they? Right. That's it. Right. I'm so sick of people being like, well, they said, who is they?
Right.
Who the hell is they?
Right. Right. Yep.
And why do you keep letting they win? I don't let nobody who can't put their name on it tell me nothing. I told y'all, if you're going to come up in here with no receipts, I don't want to hear it. Don't let it ride. Don't let it slide. Check it when you see it. Check it where you meet it. I'm on site with it. I told y'all.
And why don't y'all check some of the behaviors of the player and see how quick other players are teed up before said player? Do that research. They're hemming and hawing, they're yelling at the refs and this, that, flopping to the other players get teed up for that. Quick. Go watch it. Tell me if I'm lying.
Oh no, I know. I got you, KB. I got you. Yeah. I don't even know if I was responding to your comment. She did. She wanted the support of white heterosexual men and the owners of these leagues. But here's the thing: the only reason that white heterosexual men are the only owners in these leagues is because they continue to deny private minority-led groups to buy into this league. It don't only have to be white men. It only have to be white heterosexual men. But that's the only people that they keep approving.
Yeah.
And they ain't as big in number as you think either. Thank you, Political Lil. Come on, man. Who are they? Who are they? Propaganda media built her up. Even W changed the rules to accommodate. She's still in the sophomore slump. So now here come the excuses to keep the narrative going. Yeah, and I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it. I'm pushing back on all the narrative, bro. Spend your social media currency wisely. What you click, what you like, what you share, it matters because it pushes the algorithm and it tells them what you think. It tells them what they think you care about. They love the silence and no pushback. That's being complicit. Coach, what you got before you get ready to get out of here?
Hey, like I said, chat fam, I love y'all. I mean that sincerely. You all don't realize how many days are turbulent, rough, whatever you want to call it. But Cess gave me the opportunity to get on these airways and talk to y'all, and the interaction, the banter back and forth, it truly makes my day. Seriously, like I love the chat fam, and I mean that for real. Like, y'all keep me going. And like I said, we're about to do something that shakes the ground, and I'm bringing all y'all with me. Nobody's ever used a leadership platform like how I'm about to use it and connect it to these women's sports, to these young ladies, to developing the women. Nobody's ever seen this before. They're afraid. Cess told me this a long time ago. They're afraid of what this mind can do in the leadership platform when it ties into sports. The Kraken has been released. That's simple. We about to make history, y'all. We got so much stuff coming. Cess, you didn't tell them? No, what? We'll hold off. We got a lot coming your way. We got something coming in, 2 weeks, Cess? I ain't going to let the cat out the bag. I'm just going to say we got something coming up.
We like you too, Coach, when you remember to come around.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Y'all don't realize, like, the
you
grind.
too, nephew.
What up? Yeah, see, Cess knows what goes on prior to this turning on and how the presentation is during the show. And after that gives me personally to the chat fam, you all give me the energy to keep going. And that's real, like for real. So Cess, kudos to you.
I'm still reading comments. Dr. K say congratulations on what's to come. I'm just reading comments. Cool. Coach, you a cool cat. Welcome to HDI TV. Say you love you, Coach.
What up all day, nephew. And nephew, I heard that shout out on your show too, man. Don't be blasting me out like that. Hey, Cess, he gonna blame me for being late. Man, I was on the nephew, we sipping. I said, come on, HD.
Late. Hey, but I mean, listen, we had a good time. That's it for this one. But y'all get in the comments. Free watch gang, let us know. Was Phee's injury preventable? Did the Lynx get scarier with seatbelt Carrington? Who's really the face of the league? Y'all already know what to do. Y'all like, comment, subscribe, and share. Y'all know what this is. Now join the conversation with Coach Rowe. Cess Talk Sports. Y'all know what it is. Until next time. Jerome Hill, much love to you too. Y'all stay tuned. Talk soon. House of Fago.